And finally, you know, that's a great show already, but finally singing live for you tonight. He croons, you swoon, it's Bryan FERRY! Bryan FERRY. Mr. Bryan FERRY on the show. And you get better looking every year, sir, if you don't mind me saying.
Thank you very much, Jonathan.
OK. Wow. Look at there, look. June, you look like a care assistant in a CADS drop-in centre. You got Moore, you got Dee, you got Ferry, there's me. This must be the most handsome show on television. It's like grab a grandad night.
I'm a very lucky woman tonight.
This evening, you know he is already, but I genuinely believe he is one of the biggest and best talents this country has ever produced. A big welcome for Mr. Bryan FERRY.
Take me on a roller coaster. Take me on an airplane ride. Take me for a 6-day wonder. But don't you throw my pride aside. Beside what's real and make-believe. What's a name, Virginia Plain?
Wow, that must take you back, doesn't it?
It does a bit, doesn't it? Yeah.
Bryan, it's great to see you. You look immaculate.
Thank you very much, and yourself.
Dapper Dan, you know,
And
I
Jack
think...
as well. It's a very well turned out group, isn't it?
Well, you might...
get him started. We'll see what we get.
Look at this. This is like... It's like a Question Time special. You've got the Countryside Alliance and you've got the Man from the City. Pro and con of fox hunting. Bryan, you fan of the Saint?
I am, actually, yes.
Would you mind...
I'll have a go.
Give us a twinkle. Imagine this, in an alternative reality. Bryan FERRY was not in Roxy Music. He never had a band called the Gasworks. He did not audition and fail to get the lead singer role in King Crimson.
King Crimson.
He was the Saint. Yes! You've got that going on. That worked. Have you ever considered acting? Because you're a very good-looking man.
No, not really. Leave that to Roger and people.
You're still not too old. You'd make the perfect Bond.
Would I?
You'd make a good Bond. You'd be no good as Bond.
Thanks.
You'd be very good as Billy Bunter. I've enjoyed your music so much over the years. I tell you, when I was growing up, there were only two people I listened to on a regular basis. It was you and David Bowie, it really was. And still, I love your work. The album was called Frantic. It's still out. I guess it's still the current album. Fantastic, really a return to top form.
Good.
Beautiful sound. You've already performed one song for this evening. You're going to do a single from this?
It's a song called Fool for Love.
But, of course, you had Slave for Love out a long while ago.
That was a long time back.
Yeah, that was a great song as well, that wasn't it?
I saw Bryan at the Albert Hall a couple of years ago. I was just telling him earlier, and he did this thing because you were singing loads of old songs from the 30s. It was a great gig, and in between two of the songs, he picked up his glass and he said, "And now for some cold water," and took a swig. And then sang the song, and I couldn't understand why he would have said that until I was on my way home and I realised what he'd said was, "Now for some cold porter."
Well-known Cockney slang.
Well, you know, because Roxy and you never broke America as big as I thought you would. You were
Not
never
really,
the big
no.
band there.
Too weird for America, probably.
Well, you were kind of early on. I remember when I got the first Roxy Music album, actually my brother bought it, because I was kind of like a bit younger, but he got all the albums. It was great. We brought them into the house. You did look quite scary at the time. And I always thought, because everyone looks kind of cool, apart from Paul Thompson on drums at the back at the right there. He always looked like a builder who you'd forced to wear drag for the occasion. He was very unhappy with it.
He's here tonight, I'll be very pleased to hear you say that.
He's a great drummer. I'm going to ask him. He always looked like the rest of you. Look at Eno, he couldn't be happier. You know, he looks like he's away with the fairies, he couldn't be happier. You're off in some 30s Matinee Idol dream world. Paul Thompson thinking, I would rather be carrying bricks on a hod. I just want to drum, mate. I just want to drum. I don't want to dress as Tarzan. Please don't put mascara on me, Bryan, please.
Take it like a man.
Ladies and gentlemen, join me in saying thank you to Mr. Bryan FERRY.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, of course, to all my guests this evening, Roger Moore, June Sarpong and Jack D. Thank you very much indeed, Jack. But now singing A Fool for Love from his latest album, it is, of course, Mr. Bryan FERRY.
In days gone by, there was a king, a fool for love and all it brings. so high and wise, could read your mind. A fool for love, and love is blind. A crowded street, an empty train. A fool for love, you cry in vain. A fool for love, a fool for love, a fool for love. In days gone by, there was a queen, a fool for love and all it means. Red ruby lips, don't touch me eyes. A fool for love and love is blind. A fool for love, a fool for love, a fool for love. Like flowers in the rain, I'm twisted up inside. I'll never be the same. I hear the same old line. You played me for a fool. You really hurt my pride. A fool for love, a fool for love, a fool for love. In days gone by, there was a king, a fool for love and all it brings. So high and wide, could read your mind. A fool for love, and love is blind.